You're live.
Mm,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. We haven't been live in a long time. Like 2 months?
I haven't been alive.
We're here to get your reaction to the 96th Academy Award nominations. I asked you not to look,
And I didn't.
and you didn't. So we're not doing every single one because like animated shorts, things like that, you don't necessarily, or even animated films you don't really watch. But I have my clipboard. We're going to start with makeup and hairstyling.
Okay.
The nominees are Golda, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Society of the Snow. You've seen all of these.
I have, yes. Golda is kind of a surprise.
Oh, you didn't think the makeup looked good?
Yeah, it looks fine. Just
It's Helen Mirren as Golda Meir.
Golda Meir, yeah, but it just seems an interesting choice. Out of all the films.
But of those, which one stands out to you?
Poor Things.
Really?
Yeah. No?
I was surprised to see Poor Things for makeup and hair. I would have thought Society of the Snow.
That's a nice surprise. Yeah.
I thought their makeup, like as the days go by and like they start to, especially Numa, like him getting thinner and more, all of them looking gaunt, the chapped lips, all that. But moving on to production design, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
Oh, I mean, a lot of the usual suspects, right?
I've seen all of these. I would definitely say Poor Things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if Barbie's going to get anything, that's a fine nod.
Well, that's what I thought. If anything, Barbie deserves production design. Okay, film editing, Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. I've seen all of these as well.
Mm-hmm. Anatomy of a Fall is a nice nod for film editing.
My immediate thought is Anatomy of a Fall.
But the bottom Killers, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. Again, I'm assuming we'll be hearing a lot more of those titles.
Okay, I'm just flying through these because, probably have less of an opinion. Costume design, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. I've seen all of these. I mean, I guess Barbie could be, maybe, but
I think Poor Things.
I think Napoleon and Poor Things make the most sense. And I think Poor Things is more memorable. Okay, cinematography, El Conde, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things.
Oh, Maestro. Okay.
I haven't seen Maestro. I did think El Conde looked beautiful.
El Conde is beautiful.
So it would either for me be El Conde or Poor Things.
Yeah, Maestro I think looks good too.
Okay, I hope you've seen all of these. Documentary feature film.
No, I've seen one of those.
Oh no. Well, then we'll skip this one.
Okay,
sorry. Original song I think is funny because I think we've long passed the days when like movie soundtracks are popular, and because there's so many songs that have more impact in a year, it's funny to me that these songs really don't have an impact. Like,
damn.
Well, they don't. It never went away from American Symphony. I'm Just Ken from Barbie. What Was I Made For from Barbie. The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. I don't even know what Flamin' Hot is.
Ava Longoria.
Oh. And then I'm going to mess up this name. Wazaza, the Song for My People from Killers of the Flower Moon. I mean, Barbie had the most impact because of social media, but none of these songs are like hits that people.
Those the two Barbie tracks are the most widespread, but did those deserve an Oscar? I don't know.
Okay, best sound: The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, or The Zone of Interest.
Oh, Zone of Interest. I'd love if that one.
I've seen all of these. Well, not Maestro, sorry. I remember watching Oppenheimer thinking the sound editing is amazing.
Sure.
I think the use of sound in The Zone of Interest is
I think more interesting.
Is more cinematic, but the actual sound editing in Oppenheimer, I guess I would pick The Zone of Interest.
Same.
Okay, original score: American Fiction, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things.
Indiana Jones.
I've seen all of these. I remember not liking the soundtrack for American Fiction.
But you were fine with the score.
I don't recall the score, so
Okay.
it's not memorable. I don't think any of these were memorable to me.
Really, Killers of the Flower Moon and Poor Things, I thought were both pretty memorable scores.
There you go. Okay, visual effects: The Creator, Godzilla -1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, and Napoleon. It would be fun if Godzilla -1 got it.
I agree.
Because that man did it by himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand.
The Creator, that's the most impressive thing about it, I think, were the visual effects.
Sure.
Mission Impossible, yeah, fine. But
Napoleon, I'm not sure what.
The battle scenes, those felt very, compared to other things.
They felt familiar.
Other things Ridley Scott's done, like Kingdom of Heaven, were more impressive to me. But yeah, that's an odd choice.
Okay, original screenplay: Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Maestro, May, December, Past Lives.
Oh my God, May, December, well, Anatomy of a Fall is very well written. I'd be very happy if either of those. Actually, all of those are pretty damn good. I like Celine's songs, Past Lives. Maestro, you haven't seen it, but I think the Carey Mulligan part especially is very well written.
LA Film Critics gave Celine's song for like screenplay?
Like a New Visions Award.
Oh, okay, it wasn't a screenplay.
No, but she had a very nice acceptance speech.
Yeah. Okay. Adapted screenplay: American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, The Zone of Interest.
It's nice to see American Fiction in there, actually. Zone of Interest, I've read that book. I've read Zone of Interest and Poor Things. I think those are very well deserved.
Okay. All right. I know you've seen all of these. International feature film: Io Capitano, Perfect Days, Society of the Snow, The Teacher's Lounge, and The Zone of Interest.
I always have the most problem with this category based on how they set it up, but I don't know. Io Capitano, that and Perfect Days, but those movies were both fine and I liked them well enough, but I don't know. I wouldn't have chosen though. Teacher's Lounge is pretty damn good. It's nice to see that get attention from a newer filmmaker. The Zone of Interest, I'm not surprised at all. And Society of the Snow, I guess I'm surprised at because when that screens out of competition in Venice, I think originally the thoughts weren't intended that it would have this kind of marketing campaign, I thought. But
is there another foreign language film you think deserved attention?
Many, but too many to list.
Okay.
Really.
All right, now getting to acting. So Best Supporting Actor: Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction, Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer.
Oh my God.
Ryan Gosling for Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things.
Oh, no Willem. Okay.
I've seen all of these. I'm shocked at Robert Downey Jr. I did not like him.
I'm not shocked now. After he won the Golden Globe, I'm not shocked. But Downey Jr. and Gosling. Oppenheimer, to me, is a Razzie-worthy performance. It is so OTT and basic, but that's my opinion. It's nice to see Sterling K. Brown in there. I know some people thought that character was one-dimensional, but I think actually as a gay Black man coming of age out of significant trauma, I think he does a lot with that role. That's very fun and also cathartic. De Niro, I
would have picked Leonardo.
Well, this is supporting though.
Oh, is he Best Actor? Oh.
It's nice to see Mark Ruffalo. I don't. Willem, to me.
Of these five, I would choose Mark Ruffalo. But I'm surprised old boy from May December is not here. What's his name?
Oh, I'm too. Yeah, Charles
Melton.
Well,
yeah, I'm not super impressed. I mean, I kind of figured Ryan Gosling would get it for Barbie.
That's annoying to me.
Because that was so popular.
That's just annoying to me. But
okay,
whatever.
Best Supporting Actress: Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer.
That's annoying to me.
Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple.
Okay, nice.
America Ferrera for Barbie. Jodie Foster for Nyad.
Okay.
And Davine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers.
Okay.
The LA Film Critics gave Devine an award for Best Supporting.
We did. Mm-hmm.
I think America Ferrera was my favorite part of Barbie. I don't know that that's like.
Is that monologue Oscar worthy?
You like Jodie Foster and Nyad.
I did. I'm surprised to see her here.
I thought Danielle Brooks did a fantastic job in The Color Purple. I don't know. I like Taraji more. And Fantasia did a fantastic job too, but she also played this character on Broadway. So I don't know.
So did Danielle.
Yeah, but I think Taraji for sort of tackling this character kind of fresh and then singing, which is something we're not used to her doing in this way. And then Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer, I did not care for her.
I like Emily Blunt. I don't think that Christopher Nolan can write women well. I just don't. And that she's fine in it. I don't know. Just this is why I don't like the Oscars.
Okay, Best Actor. Bradley Cooper, Maestro.
Oh, he's getting his comeuppance.
Coleman Domingo, Rustin.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers. Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. And Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction.
Okay.
I'm surprised Leonardo's not here.
He already has one though. It's fine.
I haven't seen Maestro, but I would probably choose Paul Giamatti.
I'd be very happy if Jeffrey Wright won this. It's also great to see Coleman Domingo in there because I think he's been overlooked for a long time, and it's definitely the best part of Rustin. Maestro, yeah, okay.
Best Actress: Annette Bening, Nyad; Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon; Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall; Carey Mulligan, Maestro; Emma Stone, Poor Things. I don't think Lily Gladstone's performance was like lead.
I think the whole campaign season they have made that distinct. It's like White Michelle Williams in Fabelmans.
She was fine, but I don't even think supporting would have made sense.
No, but then she's the first Indigenous person to snag these wins and nominations in lead category. So,
you liked Annette Bening and Nyad.
I did. I was surprised at the love from the Academy.
You think she deserves an award for another movie, Annette Bening?
I do.
I thought you said there were other performances you preferred.
Oh yeah, like Grifters or, she's lost twice to Hilary Swank. I know nobody thinks of Being Julia anymore, but to me that was a much better performance than $1 Million Baby. But
I think Sandra Hüller. Well, I think the writing of Anatomy of a Fall, is that best adapted or original?
I think that's original.
The writing of Anatomy of a Fall is so good.
Yeah, well, husband and wife team.
Yeah, I would vote for Sandra Hüller or Emma Stone.
And again, Emma Stone already has one, although I'd much prefer her performance in Poor Things. But Sandra Hüller would be fantastic. Again, Annette Bening's been looked over so many damn times that. 20th Century Women was another film. I didn't love that film, but her performance in it felt like, why isn't she getting attention for that? But
okay, Best Director: Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest; Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things; Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer; Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon; and Justine Triet for Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay, I
think those are decent. I don't think Oppenheimer. I enjoyed that movie, but I don't think. Okay. I like Killers of the Flower Moon better.
The one thing that was ruined for me, because I had to get off Instagram when you asked me not to look, was I did know that Greta Gerwig did not secure a nomination. Not that I felt like she needed one for Barbie, but I think the platform Barbie has now given her, she's going to go a lot further and do a lot more interesting things. But it's nice to see Justine in there. Scorsese, does he? I don't know. I like that film. I've seen Killers of the Flower Moon twice. I think that slot and Christopher Nolan are taking up space.
I thought Anatomy of a Fall had some issues, so I think to me it's between Jonathan Glazer and Yorgos Lanthimos.
Oh, for the win, yeah, I'd be very happy if either of those two won.
Okay, finally, there are a lot of. I forgot there's so many Best Picture nominees.
Oh yeah, there's 10 since 2009. They reenacted that.
Okay, they are American Fiction,
nice,
Anatomy of a Fall,
okay,
Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives,
Nice.
Poor Things, The Zone of Interest.
Okay. So there are more than 2 in there that I would be very happy if they won something. Yeah, American Fiction cleaned up quite well.
Yeah, I thought that movie was excellent. So it would be nice if they got something. My vote would be for either Poor Things or The Zone of Interest.
Yeah, for Best Picture, I mean, Past Lives, I think, is a long shot, but that's a very nice distinction to have a Best Picture nod for her first film.
So it sounds like you're not that annoyed with the nominees.
I think I've just learned to.
Awards don't matter. I mean, they do, but they don't.
They do, but they don't.
Because there's so many good movies that get made that don't get zero attention.
Yes, and I think by this time of the year when the nominations are announced, I'm so tired of talking about the same 10 to 20 movies that almost any other little thing that is breaking up the familiarities, automatically of interest. But I'm so tired of hearing about Barbie.
I'll go through the comments. Bradley Cooper has a total of 12 nominations. Has he ever won?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean, he's only directed 2 films.
I'm surprised May December didn't get.
So it only got, out of the ones you read, it only got for
Best
supporting.
No, it was
Best Screenplay.
Original Screenplay. Mm-hmm. I think Julianne and Charles Melton. I think they had exceptional performances, but
again, the Academy also seems to steer clear of anything remotely controversial. That's why somebody like Isabel getting nominated for something like Elle is, I mean, the performance speaks for itself, but I'm surprised that the Academy even went there because of the all the moral gray areas.
Oh, Asteroid City for cinematography or production. Yeah, I mean, I did think the movie looked beautiful.
It looked good. I don't want to watch that again, though.
Sure.
And I've seen it twice.
Oh, Johanny said maybe it's because Taraji was talking shit. She didn't get, maybe.
The Academy is made up of humans that I haven't read it this year, but usually there's some kind of publication that speaks to some anonymous Academy member, and they give the DL about what the room's like.
Well, what did I say in the video and the podcast? That I think she's shooting herself in the foot by talking about this right now. If anything, she should have waited till maybe after award season and when she's secured her next project to maybe start opening up about things.
But now we're going to start talking about her and her being robbed in ways of like Judy Garland and Bette Davis and Jane Fonda and Liz Taylor, people that were punished by the Academy for their behaviors or for being outspoken.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like Murder on the Dance Floor from Saltburn. It's like, obviously that song was not original to that movie, but it's like other songs, like songs have greater impact in film that don't get nominated because they don't qualify, because the public has an association with that music.
Mm-hmm.
But then these songs that are original to a movie, it's like very rarely, I mean, just for who specific to me, it's like the last time I really recall a soundtrack having such an effect on a film was The Bodyguard. Like, wow. I can't think of
like a transformative effect on
where it really sort of like made the film like they were hand in hand. So it's just odd, like these songs that no one, because then every year at the Oscars when they perform those songs, I'm like, time to go to the bathroom and get a snack. Like,
I know, I'm like, oh, we got to sit through that, huh? If I'm watching.
No love for Indiana Jones. I don't.
Not number 5. Is that the 5th one? Yeah.
Oh, that's Best Picture?
No, but it was nominated for Best Original Song.
Oh, yes. And a couple of things, like special effects or something. Score. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't love that movie.
But yeah, I think,
Are Nick and Joe a couple? I do not like being called Joe. Yes, we are. Well, we are the loveliest. Oh, that's because you haven't met us. You haven't seen us together. Well, that'd be fun if Davine, because we were at the LAFCA award ceremony, when she accepted her award, I thought she was so It was fun to see. Of everyone who showed up, it was most fun to see her.
Yeah.
Like she had a presence.
I feel like she's probably a lock for that win.
I wouldn't be mad at
God,
that.
it's so Fantasia was not in there. Wow, Color Purple didn't get a Best Picture. Think of like the 85 version, I think, didn't that very infamously get 11 nominations and didn't win a one?
Actually, I'm surprised The Color Purple didn't get a nod for original song.
Yeah.
Because that song at the end I thought was very good.
Better than 2 from Barbie.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Barbie and Flamin' Hot. Okay.
Did you like I didn't see Maestro. I mean, you thought it was excellent?
It's very
What
well
did you
done.
give it?
I think I gave it 3. I don't remember, either 3 or 3.5.
Oh.
If it's the 0.5, it's because the Mulligan performance, who I'm usually not gunning for, but I think she did a really good job in that.
Sandra Hüller is excellent in Anatomy. That scene where her and her husband are like arguing before he dies, that is like perfect. That is perfect writing. When I complain about movies not seeming real, like the writing between a married couple, it like that scene in that movie to me is like very real. Man on the Moon, thank you. Dermot Mulroney in Breakwater was robbed. What's the other movie we reviewed with him?
Ruthless,
where no one was ruthless.
No.
Why isn't Danny DeVito nominated for anything? Like ever?
Well,
has he ever been nominated?
I don't think he has.
What would he have been nominated for this year?
He wasn't something. I don't remember. No, I mean, no, Sigourney Weaver was overlooked once again.
For Master Gardener?
Oh, I think she's great in that. She's overlooked for.
I'm glad you think she was great in that.
I'm not the only one.
She is great in it, yes.
I'm not the only one that thinks that.
I've never seen you two stream before. Well, welcome. We have like 50 live streams on our channel that I think are quite fun. Nick's eye rolls when Oppenheimer is mentioned is incredible.
Well, I'm also, as much as I'm tired of Barbie, I'm also tired of Oppenheimer. And I know I'm not alone in that.
Danny DeVito was in Barbie? Or someone being funny? Did I forget that?
I might have forgotten. I don't plan on watching that again.
I know Will Ferrell is in it.
A long time.
Someone thought your shirt said vitiligo. Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Vitiligo doesn't.
And
Winnie Harlow.
And Winnie Harlow.
Vitiligo.
I almost said Winnie Cooper. Shout out to the Wonder Years. And which one of them is problematic? Ben Savage or Fred Savage?
It's the older brother.
The older brother?
Fred.
Shout out to Fred getting his shit together. Zac Efron for Iron Claw?
Yeah.
Actually, I would have been very supportive of that.
He was good.
He was very good.
Yeah.
Oh, and All of Us Strangers?
Oh, yeah, that got knocked.
I didn't think that...
Script? Come on now.
Script. I think screenplay was worth... I don't know that the performances sent me anywhere.
Again...
It was the story.
Well, I don't know. Claire Foy, I would have loved to see her over Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer.
Or even the dad. Who played the dad?
Jamie Bell.
I thought Jamie Bell, his performance was more affecting. I loved that movie as a whole.
Well, what about Monica got locked out? Trace Lysette.
Oh, Trace Lysette. Yep, she could have.
See, I think the Academy, they're not ready to let go of their binary distinctions. So, trans performers, it's going to take something with such a stupendous campaign, they can't ignore it. And then finally, there will be some conversations, I think, about how they what category.
Yeah. Well, Dreamgirls. Well, but that's not an original sound. I mean, there were some, I think there were a couple.
For the film version?
For the film version? I'm trying to think, because I've seen the Broadway musical, and I don't recall.
We also saw a production of that in Minnesota.
That's right. That was a little raggedy.
It was.
They did their best.
They did.
Oh my God, best song, Wonka Scrub, Scrub, Scrub.
Oh my God. If Wonka got anything, I'd be so mad. I hated that movie.
Are we going to review Capote and the Swans?
I do want to, Sigourney Weaver played Babe Paley previously, and I would like to rewatch Infamous before that debuts. But yeah, I do want to see The Swans. I think that's a pretty good cast.
Someone mentioned that A Star Is Born had an impactful original song. Yes, I remember. That's a good one too.
The 2018 version, the fourth version of that, right?
Yeah, Color Purple not getting a nod over Flamin' Hot is kind of crazy, but okay.
But yeah, isn't that weird to think? I don't know.
Oh, Danny DeVito was nominated for Aaron Brockovich as a producer.
Oh, I mean, we're talking about front and center screen presence, but okay, good for him. I could rewatch that. I haven't seen that since I was mad about Ellen Burstyn losing.
Love your review of Todd Varro's film. What's that?
You Can't Stay Here.
You Can't Stay
Guillermo Diaz.
Oh, is Todd Varro in the room? Sorry, girl. That movie was terrible.
I'm all into down for guerrilla style filmmaking, but it seemed like something. It seemed like the type of the student that is a very smart, brilliant even, but an hour before the project's due does it and turns it in, and that's supposed to be.
Franco said Kevin Bacon and They/Them got done dirty.
No, I disagree.
Well, that's Nick's reaction.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel better? You got it all out? Mad.
My heart rate didn't go up at all, so I guess that's good.
Well, thank you for getting up to do this with us.
Oh.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Ta-ta.